Hi, this is Dr. Shivlila here. Today I'm going to talk about thumb sucking habit. Okay, the thumb sucking habit that mainly occurs in between the age of like 2 to 5 years, in between this age. Usually some of the children's they continue this habit. Okay, the placement of the finger, it may lead to till 5 or 10 years. Okay, this habit, it may lead to the some of the malocclusion in the mouth. Okay, first of all I need to tell the definition of the thumb sucking. That is placement of the finger or a thumb, one or more finger in a varying depth in the mouth is known as a thumb sucking habit. Okay, let's talk about the etiology of the thumb sucking. Etiology is mainly depend on the either psychologically or the continuous habit. Like some of the theories we can see here, like a Fidran theory or any psychological theory. Okay, according to the Fidran theory, during first 3 years, the development or a growth and development of the child, there will be a changes, like changes occurs in the oral, or we can see some of the oral changes. Okay, at this age the child may intend to place either finger or any other object into the mouth. Okay, if we try to avoid or if we try to prevent for a placement of the any object in the mouth, the child may behave if rashly or irritant, or it may feel like insecure. Okay, according to this theory. And according to the psychological accept, like if the child is separated from a parent or any or from the affection at that age during the early 3 to 4 years, okay, that may develop or it may develop into the some other habit, mainly due to the feeling of insecurity. Okay, and some author says that it is not by the psychological, but it is from the learned pattern. Okay, due to continuous placement, it is learned to place the fingers in the mouth. Okay, okay, these are the etiology, and now I'm going to tell you how the phases of the development of the habit may occur. It is in the three phase: phase 1, phase 2 and phase 3. Okay, in phase 1 is a normal and subclinically significant, and in phase 2 it is clinically significant sucking. Okay, and in the phase 3 is intactable sucking. Okay, in phase first, that is normal and subclinical significant. This is commonly seen in first 3 year of the life. In first 3 year of the child's life. Okay, where it is a quite common that the child tend to place the finger or some other object in the mouth, but it usually terminates at this age, like at 3 to 4 years. Okay, this is the first phase, and in second phase, that is clinical significant suckling. Okay, at this phase, this is commonly seen at the age of 3 to 7 years of the child. Okay, this is commonly seen habit, that the placement of the finger or any object. Okay, this is mainly indicated that the child is in the phase of more anxiety. Okay, during this time the child may tend to put some finger or some any object into the mouth always. Okay, this is the correct age to prevent the or to block the habit. Okay, even if it is not like if the child persists for a habit, then it may lead to some of the oral malocclusion. Okay. Okay, now next phase will be the intractable sucking. Like this is more than like 5 to 7 years. Okay, more than 7 years if the child is practicing the thumb sucking. Okay, this might be lead to a psychological aspect. Okay, due to deep rooting of the habit, it's better to concern psychology. Okay, now let's talk about the effect of the thumb sucking habit. The effect is like it mainly affect on the dental arch, commonly in the maxillary, as well as the in the malocclusion. Okay, so the effect of the thumb sucking may lies on the factors like duration, frequency, and intensity. Okay, these are all the three factors that mainly affect the habit of the thumb sucking. Okay, first is the frequency, that is how many times in a day like perform, like how many times in a day he performs or he or she performs the habit. And next is a duration, how much time the child is involved in the habit. And then last is a intensity, that is in what vigor the child is performing the habit. Okay, these three factors mainly involves the effect of the thumb sucking habit. Okay, let's see the what all we can see, like placement of the thumb in the mouth. I'll show you in the picture.
Mandible,
okay, with the help of a picture I'll tell
and
you.
open bite, protrusion of the maxillary anteriors, and even sometimes ectopic eruption of the tooth. Okay, and then there will be the anterior cross bites, scissor bite. Okay, and even a diastema, that is the spacing between the central incisors, maxillary. These all we can see. Okay, these are some of the malocclusions we can see on the thumb sucking habit.
Okay, diagnosis of a thumb sucking habit, that mainly relate on the parents. Okay, first the parent has been asked whether they are working or non-working, and then the feeding, what type of feeding it is, either it is a bottle feeding or not, and then and even the time and the duration and the frequency of the habit, that how many times the child is placing the fingers and what time and duration, how many like with what a vigor, always a full day he is placing, or sometimes very rarely he will be placing his finger. That all we need to enter. And then oral examination. Okay, oral examination we can see it clearly, that is a open bite and posterior cross bites, and even and then a crowding, lower mandibular crowding, that we can see. Along with that, sometimes the tongue thrusting habit may be seen. Okay, due to open bite, the tongue is placed on in between the maxillary and mandibular anterior teeth. And then and even we can see the clean finger, we can see the clean finger with the clean nail. Okay, the nails will be cleaned, and then a callus on the fingers. We can see all these things which mainly help for a diagnosis. And now let's talk about the management, how we can manage the thumb sucking habit. First is a psychological approach that concern a psychologist, and second will be the mechanical aids that they'll be having a removable and a fixed appliance to break the habit. Okay, I'll show you in this picture. Commonly these appliances are used. Okay, and then Then will be the chemical approach, that some of the bitter, okay, bitter taste chemical is applied on the finger, or a foul smelling, any foul smelling liquid is applied on the finger, so that they should avoid placing their fingers in the mouth. These all are the management of the thumb sucking habit. Okay, hope you like this video. If you like, please subscribe the channel. Thank you.